welcome to this week's episode of Audio in Uproar. Today we're at the basement with an interview from OSAKA Punch and a live set from Second Son.
2's been going awesome, actually.
It's really good.
Yeah,
it's like high energy performances. Like
Mammal are an awesome headline act. Usually when we play, we feel like we're one of the most energetic bands around, but then as soon as Mammal get on stage, we're like, oh, that's how you play music.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good. There's been really good responses. Probably our best response to yet in terms of selling merch and meeting people. And,
definitely.
Yeah, it's been really good. After every show, we're out there like signing random pieces of people's bodies and
yeah, just pieces.
Yeah.
Not actually from the people themselves anymore.
Yeah, people bring in a piece of a body and we'll sign it for them. And they take it back and, it's weird. I don't know. Hobart, what can you say?
Hobart was crazy.
Hobart was awesome.
Kind of like an antipasto for your ears. So there is literally a bit of everything. You might leave a few things, but the bulk majority you're gonna love. If you don't like antipasto, then
you have no place in this world.
Yeah. Or really, as an OSAKA Punch listener, you might be a bit worried about things.
Yeah, it's a multi-genre explosion in the mouth and the ears, but mostly the mouth.
Yeah.
If it's a rule, they can break it. The royalty, no true mistake it. If it's a smile, they can break it. If it's an house, they should be shaken. If it's a rule, they can break it.
We used to be called the Kidney Thieves. We had gotten picked up by we were playing on Big Day Out Festival, that run, and then a band of the same name from America said, hey, we're this band, you guys are not that band, we will win if we sue you, and we went, okay. And so we then had a vote between the whole band, and OSAKA Punch was the one that won. Although I believe that Tokyo Crab Farmers was better. Yeah.
We democratically voted for it, and OSAKA Punch was the one that we hated the least. It's actually really hard to find a band name that isn't already taken. Everywhere, you go, oh, surely Squirrel Milk isn't taken. You go, sweet, that's it. And then you're like, there's 6 bands called that in the world. Awesome, how good.
That's actually real.
Yeah.
Squirrel Milk.
We're gonna call ourselves that.
It's a real thing and a real band. Yeah,
it's really hard to find a band name. But then, so we had a few. We had Sticky Finger Funk Knuckle and the Jelly Jam Sandwiches, Tokyo Crab Farmers,
Sugar Daddy Longlegs,
and OSAKA Punch, and sort of whittle it down, and that we were like, yeah, that'll do. And now I sort of, over time, we've grown to like it more. I think at first we were like, we're the Kidney Thieves, we're not anything else. It's hard to let go of that identity. And then, we eventually let go of that one. Okay, we're OSAKA Punch now. So yeah.
If it's a smile, they can break it. If it's an ass, they should be shaken. It's a rule, they can break it. If the royalty, would you mistake it?
Nothing ever happens on tour that's crazy. It's nice and cozy, haberdashery everywhere, we're just chilling out, doing stretches.
I'm trying to think. We had a bit of a mishap in where were we? In Hobart, where me and the bass player were talking about choke holds and why when you put someone in a choke hold, why they don't just go for the eyeballs and why don't you just poke someone in the eyes? And so he was like, oh, let's try it, and he kind of went to put me in a chokehold to see if I could reach, and in the process,
he broke the sound.
It clicked my trachea out of place, and it immediately caned, and I was like, dude, and this is just before the show. This is 3 hours before we were playing, and I was like, oh, what are you doing, man? And I could hardly swallow. It was really hurting, and I played that set, and it was the last show of a 3-date run, and then a week later when we went to Newcastle, it was still hurting. A week later, and I was like, oh man, and he felt really, really guilty. And then it turned out to be lucky because this is an exclusive. You're the first person to know this. I then went to an ENT and got a look down my throat to see if everything was fine. And he goes, oh, the choke thing's fine, but you've got a polyp on your vocals. He's like, it's lucky you came in and we found it because we can get rid of it, but over time it would have got worse and worse. And it was like, oh, thanks for choking me then, I guess.
when they watch the show, they can expect a lot of flailing of limbs, a lot of dick and fart jokes,
Gnashing of teeth, hair windmills.
Yep, they can expect a lot of interpersonal shit giving from each member of the band to the other members of the band. Sometimes the audience, sometimes the support band.
Yeah, a lot of personal jokes that probably won't get between ourselves.
Kind of like what's going on now, but just on stage. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, high energy, lots of genres, and lots of smiles.
A lot of gimmicks. We like to laugh.
Come along.
He'll do the whole set like that, including all the keys parts.
Talk it out, I got your back, we'll work it out, you know.
To find out when you can catch Osaka Punch, follow the link in the description below. To find out more about Second Son, follow the link in the description below. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Audio in Uproar. For more information on the artists who were featured, follow the links in the description below. My name's Ash and I'll see you next time.